Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Mother, how long must we put up with Saerlin spouting his nonsense about the Empire?
What would you have me do? Send him to the gallows for treason? He's your brother, Harald.
My only concern is your safety, Mother. One can only imagine the sordid types he may be conspiring with to bring about your downfall.
I will hear no more of this, Harald. Do you understand me? No more. Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. What can I do for you?
My lady?
Good journey. It's been brought to my attention that the poison, known as skooma, may be present in our city. What do you know of this?
I believe it to be a falsehood perpetrated by the Empire in order to weaken the citizens' confidence in your ability to rule.
Excellent. Then there's no need to devote any resources to stopping it. Thank you, Anuriel. That will be all. Speak. I wish to hear everything my subjects have to say. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
My sweet. Are we still meeting later for combat
Good journey
training?
to you.
Of course. Your training isn't complete yet.
I'll look forward to it then.
Need something? With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. Good journey to you. What can I do for you? We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistveil Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance, but speak your mind. If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly. You're welcome in
used to
Riften,
run this city.
as long as you...
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamand works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. I should have known better than to ask a knave. Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire.
You could say the Ratway is the city under this. Talk of strange happenings at a clearing, just north of the lake. My guess? Spriggans.
Trouble?
Welcome to Mistveil Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
What can I do for you?
As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance, but speak your mind. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city. I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember. I have to remember. Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate experiments. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. You don't have to, because it's utter nonsense. It's never going to work. No. What I need to do is reverse that. Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, and then apply it with the proper incantation. What was I thinking? It would never work that first way. Why didn't you tell me? Seven. Astonishing. I hadn't considered that. I mean, it would take months, years to work out the differentials. But what a revolutionary concept. Wait. I can see a minor problem in your theory. Without a soul siphon, how would you prevent permanent magicka burn? What's not to get? It's as simple as Traven's first axiom of magic. Or was it Galarian's law of casting? I'll tell you what. Let me find out where that's from. I'll need to look through my library and get you an answer. What were we talking about? Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Felstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial alchemy shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit. Okay. Now, where did I put those spiders?
As Jarl Leila's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Did you have some sort of official business here? Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Leila unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I could feel you laughing behind my back. All right,
I
then.
mostly deal with petty.
Did Harold send you to taunt me?
Been too long since we've had a good bandage raid.
Oh, did you need something? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. I'd better get going.
There's a foul presence coming from Darklight Tower, southwest of the city. Some say the place is home to necromancers. I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thu'um be taught? Like any skill? They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.